Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be solving the Enums part of the Starkling challenge. So the first task says make me compile. So let's check our to-do. The to-do says define a few types of messages as used below. So first off, enums is short for enumerations, and we can have different types inside of enum. So you can use an enum to store like more interesting custom data that are associated with like each variant, right? So for this task, it says we should define the types of the message enum as used below. So let's check. The main function says don't change any of the lines inside main. So the main functions is just printing out the message variant, and as you can see, we have four variants. We have quit, we have echo, we have move, and we have change color. So that's what we just need to um, fill right in here, right? So we have quit, we have echo, move, and we have change color, right? And then we can compile. So the test, the task compiled successfully. Let's move to the next task. The next task says having troubles to solve this one, click get int button for help. So the first to do we have here is to define the different variants used below. So we have the message enum. So let's check the main function. Don't change any of the lines inside main. So we have inside of this main, we have an array of messages. So one thing, array normally you can't have different types inside of an array. It has to be one type. But for you to be able to like have different types inside of an array, you can make use of enum, right? Which is what is being done in this example. So as you can see, this messages is appending these four variants. You can see quit, you can see echo, move, and change color. So it's appending all these types inside the messages array, inside the array messages. Yes. So what we just need to do, we have four different variants which we need to like define inside of this message. The first one is quit. It has no value. The second one is echo. Echo, it takes in a text which is short string, and we represent short string with fel 252, right? We have move has two values, that means it's a tuple. So we have u8, right? And then we have change color with three values. It's a tuple as well. Change color, right? Change color. We have we can use u8 as well. It will pass u8 because 255 can still fit into u8, right? So u8. Yes, I think. Okay, so let's compile and see. Okay, so great. The code submitted compiles perfectly. So let's move to the last task. So we have the task 3, address all the to-dos to make the test pass. So we are to address the to-dos that we have in these tasks to make this test right here pass. The first to do we have is implement the message variant types based on their usage below. Okay, it's similar to what we've been doing, right? And then we have another to do. It says create a match expression to process the different message variants. Okay, so we have struct point that has two values. We have the state, we have color, position, quit. Then we have the trait, which contains the function of the program, and then we have the implementation, which contains the actual logic of the program, right? And then we have the test. Now let's check the test. The test, in the test we have state, setting. Okay, this is the initial state. State is a struct, yes, of three members. It has three members: color, position, and quit. Okay, so we have state. We have quit is set to false. The initial, right, is set to false. Position, position is also another struct, right, which has two values, x and y. So it's set to 0 0. And then we have color in this state struct. We have color. Okay, we have color with three different values. Is a tuple, right? So everything is being initialized right here, and then right here they're writing to state, state dot process. We have the message change color with the values. That's different, three values. State dot process echo. It also has a value. We have move. They are basically writing to the state, right here. So based on how this variant is actually used here, we'll be able to solve this task. So what we are going to do is to first define the variant right here. So the first variant is change color. Change color. Right, change color. Change color. So what I'm going to do is a tuple, right? Change color. Um, U8, 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 right? Um, Another variant that we have is echo. Echo, oh sorry, and it's of short string, that's fell 252. We have move, which is a struct, right? A struct of points. Move, point, this struct. And then the last one we have quit with no value in it. We have quit. Yes, so that is the first to do. We've defined the message variant types, right? It has different types. It has tuple, it has short string, it has a struct, and this is an empty value, right? That has no value in it. So let's solve the. So we need to create a pattern match. It says create a pattern, a match pattern. Sorry, where am I saying pattern? So it says create a match expression to process the different message variants. So um, so we'll use a match expression to handle the different message variants right inside this process functions, right? So the process function takes in the um, reference to the state of the program, and then it takes in the message variant, right? So that we can actually write to the state, right? And then, okay, so let's just create the match, right? Let's create the match. We have match. What we are going to be matching here is the message. We are going to be matching the message, right? So the first variant is the change color, right? The first variant is the change color. So let's call message change color, right? So now this variant actually represents a message to change the color of the state, right? As you can see how it was used here. So it says state.color takes in different, let's say it's RGB colors, right? It takes three different colors right here. So um, we have so okay, I think what we need to do is we will need to call the change color function by passing the new uh, color values from the message variant. You can see, right? So that's exactly what we are going to do, right? So let's what we need to pass in right here is color, right? We can have color. Okay, I think we should use new color. I think anyone will work in this function. So we have change color function which handles the logic to change color. We have the quit function which handles the logic to change to quit. We have the echo function, and then we have the move position. So for the change color is receives this new color of this with this sorry with these values, which is a tuple, right? So what we basically need to do, so let's pass in new color. You can actually use any value. You can use color. It's going to work just fine. Okay, so what we need to do now, so let's call self, and then call this function, this change color function. So it's called the change color function. So what is the color that we want to change? So the values of the colors that we want to change is going to be this new color, right? If you check this change color function, it's passing in three of the values. So this is the values, right? So new color, right? So the next variant, let's pattern match this, get change. Oh, sorry. The next one is echo. Okay. So let's call echo. Let's check the echo function. Echo function takes in a file 252, right? So it's going to be a message. It can be a text. So I think okay, they use s here. So but you can use any like variable that you want actually. So this going to serve as the argument, right? So let's call the function self dot echo and then we call the text, right? Okay, so let's move to the next one. We have move, which has the which holds the point struct, right? Move, and then if we check the move position, it takes in a struct, a p. So we are basically going to, so we can put, you can use the p that they used, right? And then let's call the move position, and then we pass in the p, right? Okay, so the last but not the least, we have message, let's call the last variant, which is the quit. Quit, quit, and it's not taking in anything, right? Let's check the quit function. Yeah, it just takes, it's just reading the state right here, takes in the state. So it's not taking in anything, it's empty. So we call, let's call the function dot quit, and then we have that all set. So um to go over this, in this process function, we use this match expression, like I mentioned, to like handle the different messages, sorry, the different message variants that we have, right, depending on the type of the message. So for the first one, we have change color, which holds like three values. It's a tuple. We have echo, which is a short string, right? And then we have move, which is a point to move position, and then we have quit, which more like represent is a bow. Yes. So we call the change color function right here, passing the new color, right? Passing the new color values from the message variant, same as the others, right? We call this echo function right here, right? Passing the string from the message variant, just as used in the logic of each of those functions. So if we go through this test, it should pass just well. So it says assert state, the state that was defined there, that was initially this state was initially everything was initialized to 0. Quit was false, position was set to 00, color, the colors were 00 previously, but now they appended there was a state mutation, right? The color has been changed, so we have this color with these values. We have echo says hello world, move position, so we have these coordinates x and y, and then quit. So this assert says state dot color should be this, right? The state the color of the state should actually be this, because that's what was actually written to the state. So if it's not this, it should the program is going to fail, same as the others, right? So let's test and see if that will pass. Okay, great. The code submitted compiles perfectly. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we are going to be going through options.